Many high achievers have become so good at adapting that they may not fully recognize themselves. The very skills that help them move forward and succeed can eventually begin pulling them away from who they really are. What starts as discipline can become self-pressure. What starts as responsibility can become carrying too much. And what starts as belonging can become performance, performing again and again. We all know that hamster wheel. And over time, we begin spending enormous amounts of energy just maintaining adaptations we learned long ago. Beneath many of those adaptations is something deeper, because somewhere along the way, we learned that certain parts of ourselves were easier to give up than others. In order to fit in and belong, to stay safe, to navigate the world as we perceived it. I'll be gut honest here. About 10 years ago, life went off script for me, and I couldn't get back to where I should be. I tried everything, but it was just a deep, buried root. I began searching, and I don't like the idea of hypnosis. Doesn't fit me. Other things were really slow, and I needed some quicker answers. And then the ones that were really fast left me feeling wonky and still processing for days and days. So it just didn't seem like I was really stepping into a solid version of me. And you know, one day I took the universe to the wall. The demand for the shark tooth truth. I said, I am not leaving this spot until you tell me what is going on. And I stood there and I got the truth, and it put me on a different path. And so going to the gut shark tooth truth became inquiry that is deeply aligned. And now I use that with theta intuition for receiving answers. And I went from chronically unemployed to a successful stockbroker. Bam! I do this now to help uncover the actual hidden patterns underneath the adaptations, the beliefs, the emotional agreements, the conclusions we drew about ourselves in the world. I see again and again how stories formed early in life are still shaping our choices underneath all the layers of accumulation. Interestingly, when the truth is understood and the unnecessary layers come into awareness, something remarkable happens. The energy spent maintaining all those layers becomes available again. People often experience more relief and ease, more freedom, more flow, and they're more centered. And from being in a more centered place, they began feeling like they are more fully themselves, not because something new was added, but because something they understood to be unnecessary was actually released. I don't believe that people need to be fixed. I believe much of what we are looking for is already there beneath what we learn to carry. I work with people who sense there is more available to them, but they can't quite see what is getting in the way. Or maybe they have a button that someone is hitting and they don't know that the button is optional. Now, if you're curious about what may be standing between you and greater clarity, ease, and traction in your life, I invite you to join my Facebook page. I'm going to be leaving as many tips as I possibly can there to help people out. And you can also schedule a complimentary consultation. You'll learn more about how I work and walk away with tools and insights you can begin using right away. You can connect with me through the Radiantly Centered Facebook page or at radcenter.net. The life you're looking for may not necessarily require becoming someone new. It may begin by reconnecting with who you've been all along.